Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here, continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do it on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. I'm back home. Graphics are back. I had a great trip in Denver, other than the fact my Rangers forgot how to win. Getting swept by the Rockies is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that was crazy. But other than that, it was a really good trip to Denver. Glad to be back home, though, man. What we did do while I was on that trip to Denver was heat up here in the NBA. We've been seeing the board extremely well, and we're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. We smacked both plays yesterday. We had the Indiana Pacers laying the points at home at the crib. The Pacers have been dominant in the postseason at home at the crib. The Knicks look really banged up, really fatigued right now, and running that small rotation is not really doing them no favors. The Pacers, like I tried to say yesterday, are the deeper basketball team. They are. They are. A lot of y'all be trying to just toss it up to me being a Knicks hater and things of that nature. Stop it. I'm not that, fam. I'm a better. And I thought that the situation aligned to take the Pacers. I think the Pacers are the better team in the series. I'm going to continue to say that. I think they are the better team. We'll see if they win the series. Heading 2-2, heading back to New York. And then we had the Denver Chicken Nuggets yesterday, straight up on the money line. Some of y'all be trying to call me a T-Wolves hater. And I might be a T-Wolves hater a little bit. That might be one I admit to just a little bit. But it's because they are the house of disappointment. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all that till y'all believe me and just be like, you know what? Jay right about them damn T-Wolves, man. When the hype get too real for the T-Wolves, you better run as fast as you can the other way. As fast as you can. As fast as you can, man, because they are the house of disappointment. When they have expectations, when you think they're finna do something, they never do it. They never do it. So I was not surprised at all to see Denver go and take both games in Minnesota. That series tied up 2-2, man, with two of the next three being in Denver. Now, we already saw T-Wolves steal two. Are they really gonna steal two more in Denver? I don't know. I don't know. As I've said the last two seasons, them Nuggets go stupid, dummy, crazy at home at the crib. We'll break those games down when they come around. We got two games to break down today. We got my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, at home at the crib, looking to take a commanding 3-1 lead over the Oklahoma City Thunder Buddies. Our favorite money-making team, two teams we've been dialed in on the last two seasons. We'll break that game down here in a second. And we got the Boston Celtics laying a pretty nice number on the Cleveland Cavs. Boston looking to take a 3-1 lead, heading back home in their series, though. We'll see if they can do exactly that, man. Money making Monday. Y'all know we do it on the jam session, man. We cook up every single game, every single day, and we're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. Money making Monday, man. Let's keep this momentum rolling forward. Y'all know the drill, man. When we're a little cold in the NBA, that usually means there's an absolute heater coming on the back end of that, man, and we're in it right now. We're in it right now. So, in all honesty, now is probably the best time to hop on something long-term over at Pickdawgz Premium. Money making Monday, man. Let's do it. So, without further ado, let's continue to kick the crap out of the books. Let's make some money tonight, and let's hop right into tonight's NBA action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get her done. First game up. We got the best team in the NBA, record-wise, the Boston Celtics, out on the road, facing the Cleveland Cavs. Cavs, 8.5-point home dogs here in this one. Look, short, sweet, simple. I think the Boston Celtics are head and shoulders the better basketball team. I think the Celtics win this basketball game. And when looking at the Celtics here in the postseason, when they win dominantly. Looking at the Cavs, when they lose, they get aired out. So I don't think we switch up anything here in this series. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to lay the points with the Boston Celtics in this one. I think they kicked the crap out of Cleveland. That's just how I see it. There's only two ways of thoughts to play this game. Either take Cavs money line or lay the points with Boston. Personally, I think Boston wins, so I'm laying the points. Donovan Mitchell did miss shoot around this morning, so he's game time decision. I expect him to play, though. I wouldn't read too much into that playoff time. I mean, this is do or die for Cleveland. We know if they lose here, they're for sure getting closed out in Boston. Um, there's not really much else for me to say here in this series. I think Boston is head and shoulders a better team, bro. They're 70-20 on the season. They got 50 more wins than they do losses, fam. We saw Tatum reassert himself into the series with the 33-point game, and that last one really wasn't all that efficient shooting, but I like to see the aggressiveness, so we know he's probably going to come out and be aggressive again here in this one. They need him to be the alpha male if they're going to win the NBA Finals, so I kind of like a over for Tatum tonight to kind of put his team on the map, and that's how I see it, fam. That's just how I see it. I'm not a huge Cavs guy. I haven't been really. I don't trust Garland. I don't trust Mobley. Donovan Mitchell can go nuclear, but is that really enough? I don't think so. I think they stole their one in Boston. I think the Celtics, again, are just a head and shoulders better basketball team. I think they win this game tonight, and I would lay the points. Short, sweet, simple. In our next game of the night, we got my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, at home, at the crib, laying only 1.5 on the Thunder Buddies. I've been consistent as a whistle here in this series, and I'm not switching up. From the start, I told you Mavs in 6, and that's the same story I'm going to tell you here. We're 3-0 in this series. We're 3-0. These are the two teams I know most. Our favorite money-making team, the Thunder, and my favorite actual team, the Dallas Mavericks. I feel like nobody on the planet knows these two teams better than I. That's just how I feel, in the most humble way. I think the Mavs win this game tonight and take a commanding 3-1 lead to Oklahoma City. Thunder, 9 times out of 10, respond in Game 5, and then Mavs close them out in 6. Is how I see this thing playing out. I think the Mavs are the better basketball team. I think they have the best player on the floor in Luka Doncic, who has been playing amazing in this series despite being severely banged up. He's played really well. I think the Mavs have the better second option in Kyrie Irving. I would take Kyrie over Jalen Williams right now. And I think the Mavs are the more physical team, being able to alternate bigs with Lively and Gafford. One of the better defensive teams. If P.J. Washington keeps getting that production, then, hey, the Thunder are in real trouble. Real trouble. Luka and Kyrie really haven't played all that great, like all-time great in this series, and PJ has stepped up. So if PJ continues to play well and then we get the Luka Kyrie that we know we can get, hey, I think my Mavs are going to the finals. I've said that for over half the season now. Since the trade deadline, I've said that, fam. And I believe it wholeheartedly. I love the Thunder. But I think the Thunder are 1, maybe 2 years away. You have to learn to win in this league. You have to learn to win, man. Everybody had to learn to win. Even most of y'all's GOAT, Michael Jordan. I know he's 6 for 6 in the NBA Finals, but did y'all forget he got beat up by the Pistons before he ever made them finals? He had to learn to win. Curry, take him for example. He had to learn to win. He had the ankle problems early. He was losing to the Clippers and company early in his career. He had to learn to win. LeBron, early in his career, he had to learn to win. Anybody I throw out at you had to learn to win. So the Thunder, they're early in the process. They're going to be a hell of a team to mess with coming down the pipe. But right now, man, I think they just lose to the better, more experienced team. Remember, Luka went on that Western Conference run just 2 years ago. Was the best player on that team. That's experience. Kyrie, he's hit probably the biggest shot of this generation. The shot over Curry in 2016 NBA Finals. Like, that's experience. And I think, being led by head coach Jason Kidd, who has chips as a player, who can resonate with the players. You know what I mean? Hey, I think the Mavs are the better basketball team. I didn't like how the Thunder, in a very close basketball game, at the end resulted to the hack of Shaq style, let's win a game strategy. That's terrible. That lets me know everything I need to know. They didn't even believe that straight up they could have won that game the other day. That's what, when you foul a guy like that at the end of the game to get him to miss free throws, you're scared that you can't get stops and or can't go back and get a bucket. That's what that tells me. That tells me everything I need to know personally. I'm on my Mavs tonight. I think they take a commanding 3-1 series lead. Thunder 9 times out of 10 win Game 5. And Mavs close them out in 6. That's how I see it. Some of y'all going to call it a homer pick. I already know. But a lot of you, know that I've been consistent as a whistle here in this series, and it's just how I see the board. And that's what you're here for, ultimately, to know how I see the game. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you boys and girls that continue to tune in and watch this video. If you appreciate the content that I do, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Twitter and Instagram all day long. There's a link for that in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. We've been hot, man. Let's keep the momentum rolling forward into this money-making Monday. New week, new goals, new opportunities, man. Let's continue to smash it. Appreciate y'all, man. I really, really do. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I'm out of here.